vegan lifestyle. First of all, Durianrider.com. Still got a few jerseys left. This is the Belgium one. So yeah, vegan jersey on the back. You can sort of see. Baby got back. Baby got back. Baby's back. Let's do it up a bit more, shall we? So anyway, so vegan diet. Why vegan diet fails? We've got a live stream here. We'll fill some questions here. We've got some medical test results here from Durianrider. Durianrider has submitted his. I'll cover up that for the stalkers out there. We've got some results here. So hemoglobin really good. Durianrider's not anemic. And I'll do a specific video about this one. Sodium, potassium, all fantastic. Urea, ESR, triglycerides, nice and low. Cholesterol, nice and healthy, nice and low, and a lot of good things there. Thyroid, healthy, stuff like that. So yeah, we're on point there. We are on point. FSH, LH, all going really good. So yeah, this is what we're looking for. We're going for transparency above all. Use some Botox. Someone said use some Botox in the forehead. Yes, Durianrider. So Durianrider officially Botox free, 41 for 3.9% body fat. You're gonna have a few creases here and there. Any tips for teams who want to do a high carb vegan? Actually, we'll get to some questions in a sec. I just want to quickly say why a vegan diet will fail you. We have recently, I did a video, a few others done a video about Tim, the parkour guy, the wonder kid who was incredible, he's not anymore, but he was an incredible parkour athlete. He did was it American Ninja or UK Ninja or whatever it's called. It's like a really hardcore obstacle course, and I think he's going to be one of the first people to ever finish it, but he slipped up in the last challenge there. But so yeah, incredible Ninja Warrior. I forget what it's called. If you know what it's called, let me know down below. But this Tim guy, incredible parkour athlete, incredible, but unfortunately caught up with the bulimia and the sort of anorexia that can happen to a lot of vegan people who start to like calorie restrict, go purity, follow maybe a Dr. Greger thing, and don't get enough calories in, and then the brain starts to go cuckoo. It's not that these people are cuckoo, it's that everybody goes cuckoo when you don't get enough carbohydrate calories consistently. So if you do a water fast or a juice fast or low carb or keto or turpentine or 1 meal a day or intermittent fasting, all of these other things that are really eating disorders or disordered eating. Whenever you do one of these things, you don't get enough carbohydrates. We saw that veggie police dude go total bonkers and just eat beef liver for 30 days or whatever. So it's how do you go from mangoes and papaya and durian to beef liver and ox intestines? Like how do you do that? Like that's, for me, there's some mental health issues there, and we've got to have compassion and tolerance to these people, but we've also got to educate people out there that if you do starve your body from these dry fasting, water fasting, crazy things, that you will have some sort of mild psychosis going on, where you'll just give up a lot of your values and beliefs. So carb the fuck up above all, please, carb up. So we saw this Tim guy, incredible parkour athlete, and I called it almost a year ago. I said this guy's fitness is going to crash right off. He would do these fasts and he'd binge out. You can see it in his cheeks. He had the classic anorexic, bulimic cheeks, the bulimia face. Right? Lean physique, pretty lean physique, but had this didn't have the gaunt Durianrider look, the Tour de France look. Had the puffy face, which is a classic sign of bulimia. Right? So have you ever noticed some people who are really lean and they got this puffy face? That's most of the time bulimia, or some underlying thyroid condition caused from carbohydrate restriction. And maybe you do it for a month, maybe do it for 2 months, or a week or whatever, but it's just that trigger. It affects your ghrelin, your follicle stimulating hormone, your luteinizing hormone, your testosterones, your estrogens, your estradiol. All these things get tweaked out whenever you cut your carbohydrates down, or out even. So you want to make sure, you want to look after stuff. So someone just said it's called UK Ninja Warrior. Tim won that as a vegan, as a high carb vegan. And then how do these people, they maybe read a Dr. Greger book where it says don't eat too much rice because it's arsenic. Then you're living on beans. Before you know it, your mental capacity starts limiting and you're off the deep end. So people, please carb the fuck up. Get enough rice, potatoes, corn, sugars, fruits, dates, bananas, mangoes, whatever carbohydrate you like, you vibe with, then get enough every meal, every day. For me, my top 3 carbohydrates is fruits, white rice, and sugars. I need my fruits every day. Otherwise I'm a little bit go bananas if I don't get my bananas. So that's why I like living in Adelaide, Australia, because Adelaide has the best fruit in Australia. If Adelaide didn't exist, I'd just live in Thailand for all year round. So you got to carb the fuck up. Choose your carbohydrate. Find out what you like. Keep it low fat. So your insulin sensitivity is enhanced. Carbohydrate goes up, insulin sensitivity goes up. Exercise goes up, sleep goes up, insulin sensitivity goes up. When carbohydrate goes down and fat goes up, insulin resistance kicks in. Late nights, insulin resistance. Fasting, dry fasting, water fasting, 1 meal a day, insulin resistance. All right. You don't feel as good. You feel more foggy, etc., etc. So anyway, I've got some birds here. I'll just quickly show you where I am. I've got a new little apartment here in Sydney, Australia, by the Cooks River, and this is a place in Vaucluse here, close to. Let's do some questions. Heavily plant-based, but I can't seem to swing 100%. Just carb up. Get enough carbohydrates in. It is an emotional thing. Do you think you need some sort of animal product or something like that? Then yeah, that's definitely an emotional thing. But for people out there who do want to eat animals, then there's options. You can eat oysters, you can eat insects. These things don't have an environmental footprint like traditional meats do. So if you want anything like that, if you feel you need whatever stuff, then have insects or have oysters. Personally, me, I don't feel I need those things. I just stick with plants. But if people out there want to do that, I get it. And eat a more karmic, a more environmental, ethical choice there. Always go with something better. But just carb up. Just carb up. And understand that it is your body craves what it eats the most in its life. So when I first went vegan, I used to crave like Pizza Hut chicken pizzas, and I used to crave like milkshakes and stuff like that. So I would just veganize those things. And then I was like, and then eventually I just said I don't really want to eat those things that much anymore because I feel better when I eat clean. Eat a lot, but I feel better when I eat a lot and a lot of clean food. And then when you're eating a lot of clean food, a lot of rice, fruit, steamed potatoes, baked potatoes, things like that, jam and rice cakes, and then you don't feel deprived. You get enough calories in, so yeah. Someone said, do you think his joints were damaged? I mean, jumping off all those things, I think Tim said he has inflammation in his joints. I'm saying, yeah, like parkour isn't natural. I mean, jumping off trees onto grass, yeah, okay. But on the concrete and shit, and those minimalist shoes some of those was wear, that's another video as well. Did Tim injure his joints from being such a good athlete, such a good parkour athlete, and then having a high standard, a lot of energy as a high carb vegan, and then getting joints issues, and then maybe the water fasting, he's probably thought, I'll go do a fast to heal the joints. That's not going to do it. You've got to stop training so much on hard ground. So there's a lot of factors there. That's why I'm not instantly here to shade Tim, even though I do find him, a pretentious young lad on Instagram. But hey, who isn't? Who's not pretentious in today's world? Once they get a bit of social media following, it's pretty hard not to be pretentious. Pretentious meaning for me, put yourself as more important than you really are. That's very common. It's like a social media disease that most people get. So yeah, clean fuel for the bright lamp. Your first raw vegan still gold. Thank you, Drew. The opinion on the sugar tax. We've got Jamie Oliver out there. Jamie Oliver, who's not even ripped. Who's not even no definition. We've got Jamie Oliver. Jamie Oliver out there telling people how to eat. It's like, Jamie Oliver, man, you're not even lean. You can't even see your tricep cuts. So the sugar tax is just, where's the fat tax? Fat makes you fucking fat. Sugar makes you look like I was out for a jog this morning, and with my phone, I was just walking for a warm-up. Had my vegan shirt on, had my shorts on, my $200 Ultra shoes on, my mobile phone in my hand, and I was just sort of doing Instagram stories, and I saw someone coming up, a woman running towards me. I looked behind me, and looked back, and she did a U-turn. She almost looked like, she thought I was looking back to see if anyone was coming. I was going to land. So that's how much of a crack addict I look. This is like 6 a.m. in the morning, so it was quite hilarious. Anyways, I started running, and I ran straight past her full gas for like 3-minute K pace, just to let her know that I was just I'm a lean runner. But that's what I mean. Like you look at a certain level. Sometimes I go to supermarkets and security gets cold. They check your bag more because you look like a heroin addict, and I do look like. Even when I got these blood tests, man, the doctor said. Do you You know, do you do any drugs? You know, is it insane? Insane. And I said, like, yeah, she went around about. She didn't say it straight away. I exaggerate, but I said, no, I don't do anything. She said, oh, that's good. That's good. You know, it's crazy. So, it is a funny world out there. Sugar tax, but no fat tax. Anyway, that's crazy. Opinions of living in a tent to escape the debt trap. Yeah, for sure, man. Go to Thailand. Debt trap. Debt trap. That's a good name, isn't it? Debt trap. Is a debt trap. Give me a menu for a week. Can you give me a menu for a week for a vegan? I would say fruit for breakfast. I like fruit for lunch, or some sort of salad roll, and then more heavy food at night time. Rice. Last night we made rice with veggies, soup, pumpkin soup in there, but lots of white rice. You know, so hearty dinners, hearty lunch, hearty breakfast. Especially if it's cold, I probably would have maybe a cooked food lunch, but I've got to have that fruit for breakfast. That's my ideal. It doesn't always happen. Maybe I have tinned fruit or fruit juice with sugar water, but fresh fruit is my ideal. Fresh fruit really is my ideal. I'm a big fan of the fresh fruit. It is really important to get your fruit in first thing in the morning, that high water content food. So it flushes out your bowels, it flushes out your body. It's just really good. You know, it makes you want to, it just feels good. Fruit's good. Fruit is good. Fruit's the boss for breakfast. You know, fruit up. No denying your tells like his about apology. I'm down 130 pounds since following Durianriders lifestyle. Fantastic. That is very, very good to hear. That's very good to hear. You know. So yeah. Legs cramping. What's good? Legs cramp. I got some cramp the other day on this bike ride. It's probably the hardest cramps I've ever got in my life. I just wasn't conditioned enough. I've done not many Ks this year, so I went out and did a 170k ride at about 140k mark, I think it was. I got some pretty severe cramps. Just didn't drink enough water on the way down. So when I was coming back, I was really cramping up a bit there. But I just put it in the easy gear and kept riding and riding slower. So there you go. Let's just drink more water. So you're pissing every 2 to 3 hours, and have your carbohydrate every hour as well. You know, have some carbohydrate. Could be sugar water. Maybe throw a Cliff bar or two in your ride there. I find the Cliff bars can be good. Just, you know, 1 or 2 per hour. They're very handy. Cliff bar. Seems to work. Something Cliff bars I really vibe with. Has a little snack here and there. So yeah. Do I plan any fake natty call outs? Yeah, I guess I forget that everyone's, you know, still believes in that natty system. Someone just said then, can you build muscle on your diet? Yeah, you can. I went to the gym yesterday actually, and I was lifting more weight or the same weight as a lot of guys around me who weighed 10, 20, 30 kilos more than me. And they were also on steroids, but they didn't have carbohydrates in the system. Their muscles looked flat. They had no real definition, didn't have much of a good pump. They were big, but they sort of looked flat, you know, and their strength was very poor compared to skinny old Durianrider who walks in there. So I had more strength per pound than those guys did yesterday. But if you want to build the serious muscle, then yeah, anabolic or steroids is what people use out there in the internet world. So I'm not endorsing it, I'm just saying that is that's gym culture. And if anyone says otherwise, they're either lying to you straight up, or they have no fucking idea. Okay? If you want impressive muscles, then it's the impressive vitamin S. That's what people take, you know, plus the creatine, etc. But it's without the gear, you look pretty normal. You look pretty normal. It's just how it is. You know, a lot of people don't you know, a lot of people don't agree with that or disagree with it, whatever. But that's just the truth. You know, it's just the reality. Like this next to me here is a fence. Alright, this color is black. This is white. This is yellow. Some people would disagree with that, but the truth's the truth. Okay, truth's the truth. What's up with Vegan Gains? He looks overweight and out of shape. Vegan Gains, he does the calorie restriction program, so he's on the weight gain program where he calorie restricts. I think Vegan Gains is training for sumo wrestler. He wants to be the first sumo wrestler from Canada to go to the Olympics. So he does his calorie restriction, carb restriction, eats lots of donuts and stuff like that. So I think Vegan Gains is training for lightweight sumo. From what last I heard, I got a message from Harry Potter the other day, and they said Vegan Gains training for lightweight sumo. So power to Vegan Gains. Vegan Gains on the sumo. I'll support him. If maybe we could do a Patreon. We could haul up some money, and we could buy vegan games a plane ticket. Maybe he could train at one of the stables in Japan, Nihonjin Deska, and we could train him up, help him train up, and get vegan gains in that lightweight sumo class, because he's definitely heading that way. He definitely looking for it. So yeah, he's sumo strong. We're gonna go for sumo strong. There we go. Sumo strong for the win. Sumo strong for the win. Thoughts on the vegetable police? I think it is very misleading. What he did is, you know, taking everyone's Patreon money from the vegan community and then turning around and then throwing it back at the vegans and saying, vegan doesn't work, you guys are all extreme, but thanks for paying my lifestyle. I'll give you guys some jokes and make it funny so you don't cut your Patreon, but really, I don't have any respect for vegans, and I'm eating my beef diet now, and I'm funding my beef diet with vegan money. I find that very unethical. It creeps me. It leaves a distaste for me. Again, it's the first world problem, but if someone's asking my opinion on something on the internet, then that's my opinion. That I find it unethical. I find it deplorable, actually, to throw it back at the vegan community, that they've given you the lifestyle you have now, and then to throw it back in their face. And I find that's just very entitled and very, very poor behaviour. Yeah, very poor behaviour. Meanwhile, in Africa, kids are starving to death. Chris Jones, John Venus, are they natty? They're about as natty as this fabric is. It ain't natty. This is synthetic. Synthetic muscle. Synthetic muscle. Which is fine. It's called bodybuilding. It's not called real bodybuilding. You know, there's a natural limit. And the natural limit is a lot lower than John Intravenous and Chris HGH Jones are training now. You know, which is, hey, if people want to get on gear, get swole, get aesthetic, power to them, man. That's fine, you know. How did you get to you were running sub 20-minute 5Ks and pushing watts of Lance and Froomey? Just consistent training. You know, once a week, do the time trial. Once a week, tomorrow I've got a 5K race, I'll do that. You know, so once a week, doing that 5K race, or, you know, time trial on the bike. And every week you do it. You know, maybe take a week off here or there if you're feeling a bit tired. Maybe the fourth week off, you can cut it back. But, you know, every week do that TT. If you're really lean, then yeah, drop the TT right off. You know, because otherwise it's just going to lean you out too much. So, yeah, I've noticed this year I've dropped back the TTs a bit, and my fitness isn't that good at the moment. Last week I did like 18:48 or something for 5K, which is pretty average for me being a 16:35 runner. But anyway, it's all first world problems. I'm grateful to be able to run. I'm grateful. But how to get there? Fitness, consistent nutrition, consistently low fat, consistency training, and if you fuck up one day, then back on the horse tomorrow, back on the bike tomorrow. All right, keep it consistent. So yeah. How do athletes juice now that EPO is banned? EPO has a half-life of about 4 to 8 hours. So you do the math. It's pretty hard to get caught with EPO. It's pretty hard to get EPO. More ebooks coming. Amethi Rose. Yeah. Shout out to you, mate. Still watching me. It's good to see. It's top 1% of runners. Yeah, it is. Because we live in a society where people are scared of carbohydrate. They're scared of pushing hard because they're scared of looking like a fool. But when I do my park run, when I do my 5K, I don't care how ugly, how strained I look, I'm going for it. I'm fucking going for it, alright? So just don't give a fuck, just go for it, that 5K. Go for it in that TT. If you get dropped or drop people, it doesn't matter, as long as you give it everything. 2 best videos of Durianrider ever made, what I learned from my past, and 17 things I wish someone told me before I turned 18. Very good, very good. How come I look so young? It is just the facelift I had yesterday. It's the facelift. Style the hair a bit. I had a bit of a facelift. Got a new doctor here, anti-aging clinic here in Sydney. There we go. Guys, Durianrider, I've never used any Botox, just done natural injections. And what's up today? More gel in the hair. I don't put gel in the hair. Am I a good dancer? Ask Hannah. Ask Hannah if I'm a good dancer. Or ask Hebo. Actually, I get Hebo to ask Hannah. Pull my hair, daddy, pull it harder. Pull my hair, daddy, pull it harder. Chiang Mai, good times. Um, my vegan jersey has arrived in Manchester. Thanks, mate. Keep it work. Wicked. Thank you for the patience. The Thailand post is very cheap. Not the fastest, but they are reliable. And we do have a couple of jerseys that went out that would people got ordered the wrong thing, so we'll have to do some refunds on that. What do you think of the snake diet guy? Again, snake diet is like temporary, man. It's temporary, but people love this like 2-week or 12-week quick fix thing, and they're the people that always have the weight issues. It has to be consistent. That snake diet guy ain't even fucking lean. He's not even lean. I wouldn't take advice from him. He can't even get himself lean and keep himself lean. Why would I take advice from him if my goal was weight loss? You know? I like to give the whole package, the diet, the thoughts, the lifestyle, the relationship stuff. These are stuff I'm always learning as well. I'm a sponge for more information, especially relationships, improving and looking at mistakes I've made in the past. Now I can avoid those things, and you know, all those things. Reading personality types, and love learning more and more about human communication and human personality. That's a big thing for me. It's like, for nutrition for me is easy, weight loss is easy, but the relationships, the communication, that's a lot deeper. That's a lot deeper. So yeah, we got a lot of we've got a lot of depth there to look at. Do I look kombucha? Nah. So yeah. You look more close to 51 than 41. I'm actually 60. I'm actually 60 coming up. This is what I love about the internet, is that you have trolls out there. Trolls are your best defense against, competition. Because what happens is people start up on internet and then the trolls ever get to them and then they withdraw so fucking quick. So trolls, I love my trolls. My trolls are there every day for me to keep me on track. They give you comments, you're too old, you're too young, she's too old, she's too young, you're too slow, you're too fast, you must be on drugs, you should take drugs, your vegan diet doesn't work, your vegan diet might work. And it's just, left and right, and they get you to qualify and all sorts of shit every day. And the trolls, to be honest, having trolls, the level of troll, I have like the A grade level troll. I have like the fucking hardcore troll. I have the trolls that try and be your friend and support you, and then boom, come back to the internet, make some videos about you, backstab you or whatever. I have like the next level troll. There should be some sort of thesis done about me on the trolls. Durianrider versus the trolls. Because I don't know anybody on the internet who's had the level of pernicious troll that I've had. And it's taught me a lot about people. It's taught me so fucking much, man. A little bit more snappy sometimes, maybe a little bit more nasty, just in defending myself. But the trolls have taught me a lot, so don't shy away from the trolls. Because when you're getting some good success, then the trolls are getting there more. Especially if you're really being honest and authentic, then trolls will fucking be triggered as fuck. Anyway. What's the best road bike for around $1,000 in Australia? I would get a road bike from Reed. Get the Reed Falco Elite 2018 model, Shimano 105. I would get one of those if you're in Australia. A Reed Falco Elite 11-speed 105. Get one of those. Do I drink alcohol? I don't drink alcohol. For me, Natasha has a drink occasionally, and I'm fine with that. But for me personally, last time I had alcohol was 2001. I didn't really like the feeling. I like being in control. I don't like what's the word? I don't feel fully in control. I'm a control freak. Psychotic control freak, some people would call me. And alcohol, I feel less control. So I don't like it. Not for me, no more. Why is my girlfriend's always half my age, bro? Someone asked me that the other day. They asked me that quite aggressively, and I said, well, I can't, find me someone who can live my lifestyle that's my age. They're not, they've either got kids, they've got responsibilities, they've got they've damaged people from fucked up relationships before me, and so you're not really going to find anyone out there that can deal with me and who can have a similar lifestyle and has the similar desires I have, who's my age. It's just, society just grabs people, grabs women, and it fucks them up. You know, they've been on hormones for 10, 20 years, and the contraceptive pill, it's just damaged their. So it's, you know, it's very, very hard to find people who, you know, my age who are still in decent shape, emotionally and physically. So that's why I generally find young, fit girlfriends work better for me. And that's, you know, that's not a rule. That's just how it is. But it's not a rule. So yeah. What else if it's 60? Good question. What's tattoos on my hand? Here we have PMAR, positive mental attitude regardless, or could be also present mental attitude regardless. And here we've got vegan. It's got this in 2005 in Hyney Street, got this in 2004 in Cairns, Australia. So yeah, present mental attitude, positive mental attitude regardless. Don't always do it, but it's a great mantra. It's a great mantra. Present mental attitude. Be present, be attentive, be conscious, be curious. You know, all these things, more and more and more. Electric bike for commuting is fantastic. It's fantastic. You know, the Giant Contend for $1,000. I think the Giant Contend is good, but in Australia, better value would be the Reed Osprey Elite. In Australia, the Giant Contend's a fantastic bike and it comes in that fluor green, great hot bike. But for the money, the Reed is a better deal in Australia. All right? So if you live in other countries, then yeah, it's good. My BMI, maybe 19. About press maybe 70 kilos today. 70 kilos, 183 centimeters. Do the math. Do the math. Am I on anabolics? I don't know. I'm 70 kilos, so definitely I've taken anabolics, but I wouldn't say I'm on anabolics. Still this skinny. Yeah, people say, "Oh, Lance Armstrong wasn't that skinny," but yeah, but Lance doing like 450 watts for an hour. I'm doing like maybe 300 max. So yeah. P1 pedal's good. I like Stages power meter. Stages power meter. It works fantastic. I think this battery is about to die, gang. Let's have a look here. This battery, if you can see this battery here. I might have to end this live stream in a minute. Otherwise it might drop off. How long did I take anabolics for? The longest time I ever took them for was consistently for maybe 4 or 5. My definition of taking anabolics would be every single week. You know, if you do it less than every single week, then you're not really taking them in mind. I mean, it's a bit like eating vegan